Over the last 5 to 10 years, I was fortunate enough to be able to travel to many of the world's most amazing destinations. From the Maldives to Fiji to the Solomon Islands to New Guinea to South America, New Zealand, everywhere. One of the only real consistent things I noticed to all of those places was plastic pollution and the problem that it is. It was everywhere. I went down for a swim at Queenscliff where I live on the beach, and there was a group of people there, like a kid's birthday party, and they had all these buckets of water bombs, those little plastic water balloons, and they were having a great time. They were throwing these water balloons at each other and having a real good fun sort of afternoon at the beach. And I looked and I saw all this little tiny pieces of plastic that were sort of ending up in the sand after each balloon broke. And I walked off thinking it's impossible to clean it all up because most of it's being washed out to sea and the rest is being trampled into the sand. I'm not trying to blame anyone or pin anything on these people, but I thought, you know what, we have to have a better solution to this issue of plastic, because we produce more plastic than we're ever going to be able to recycle. Cleaning up the plastic, yes, it is a great thing, but we actually need to find an alternative to the plastic problem in the first place. And that's what I want this series of photographs to be about. I'm looking to inspire young people in particular and parents to encourage their children to think about these issues and work towards it. We have to be able to make something better that is as versatile and as cheap as plastic, but has the ability to be broken down and scrunched up into a ball and thrown in the air and turned back into a butterfly. What I'm going to do is build 2 different sets that we're going to sink in the bottom of a swimming pool. One of them is a young boy who is working away in effectively what is a kind of a workshop, someone's garage really, a tinkerer, someone thinking about stuff, with the idea being that someone's parents have encouraged this little boy, or he's picked up on the problem himself, and he's there trying to solve this issue. There was a schoolgirl in Turkey who managed to make an equivalent plastic product out of banana peels. That's where it comes from. It comes from people experimenting, and that's really what this image is about. It's that process of getting garage and basement level thinking to solve big world issues. The next one is a little girl, and it's a fantasy shoot with the balloons on the surface looking at them up through the water, and then she's sitting underwater in this perfect flowery, flowy, beautiful underwater environment. And it's almost like she's dipped her head into the future of what we can create in this world, but to still show that we have this massive problem above us, which is this issue of plastic pollution. Why is the whole thing underwater? Given that most of the world's plastic issues are ending up in the ocean, that underwater theme was going to get carried through. We had to find a pool that was available for a long enough period of time. So I've called on a few friends and they've let me use their swimming pool. So tick, job 1, we've got that over the line. Part of set building is props and costumes, and part of props and costumes is budgets, and part of one of the things we don't have is a big budget. So how do we fix that? We're talking to my friends again, and I've pulled people in that are all willing to help out, which is fantastic, and I'm forever grateful to them. But we're also going to op shops, and we're doing a run up to the tip so we can go and find some of the props we need. Literally just scrounging and scavenging and pulling everything together that way. It takes a bit of time, but it's actually kind of fun.